opening of a 9-game homestand against the Marlins. Bottom one, Justin Upton at the plate. 22nd home run of the season, Doug.
Yeah, I mean, you know, streaky, and streaky for him means home runs. And Turner was pitching and kind of overthrown a little bit, and you saw the ball leaking out over the plate, and they were making him pay.
And then later in the first, 2 on for Chris Johnson, leads the NL in hitting.
You're the guy of that trade, remember? The Diamondbacks, we all talk about Upton going to Atlanta. This guy leading the league in hitting in the league.
And then Brian McCann, Braves catcher, 17th homer of the season, up 5-0, giving Brandon Beachy plenty of run support.
I mean, you know, Beachy was fantastic last year before the injury, and he's starting to find his stuff. He's working the change in, changing speed. He had a nasty cutter going. He was blowing hitters away. He struck out the sides on the left, and nobody swung the bat. I mean, so he looked like he had very good stuff.
Brandon Beachy, 8 innings, 3 hits, 6 strikeouts.
Why we've been showing these, you know, a couple times a week. You can slowly see who's going to be, you know, around and who will not be.
The Braves win 5-0. They've now won 14 in a row. So as Justin Upton goes, so go the Braves. He's hit .426 with 6 homers during Atlanta's 14-game winning streak. That comes after hitting only .234 over the prior 89 games as the Braves played .500 baseball. Doug, now let's go beyond the box tonight, taking on the Rays, 2 of the hottest teams in the bigs right now, meeting for the first time at Dodger Stadium. Pick it up, top 2, 2 on, no outs for Yunel Escobar. Base knock here, Yasiel Puig can't make the catch.
He's so aggressive out there and making a lot of mistakes. You know, it's an unnecessary dive, and then he throws. He's missing the cutoff man. I mean, these are putting runners in scoring position for no reason at all. He's coming up throwing, strong arm.
Well, it's called, spending quite a bit of time on Sunset Boulevard.
You're going to have to learn.
To those of you out there who've heard of Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood, that is a cool stretch of road with all the...
Get the ball down.
All the great clubs you've heard of over the years. The Whiskey, the Go-Go.
And it drops
I could go on and on.
Ryan Roberts in safely to second.
Yeah, you know, didn't pick up the ball, you know, sort of misread it, misread it, and ended up way out of the picture. And the ball dropped, missed it by a mile.
Bottom 4, Puig facing David Price. And what do you see here, Alex?
And you know, he's just trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, you know, and he will expand the zone, you know. He's so aggressive, especially when he makes mistakes like this. He'll try to do a lot of things in the batter's box, and this game kind of show how important Andre Ethier is for this team. You know, Puig has to play center field today. He's been playing right field. Ethier moved from right to center when Puig came in. He's done a great job for them.
And right now the Rays up 6-0 in the bottom of the 5th. David Price dealing 5-1 with a 1.57 ERA and 7 starts since returning from the DL. We'll keep you posted on baseball tonight. Red Sox leading the Rays by 2 games in the AL East. Boston visiting Kansas City. Top 3. Red Sox trail 2-1, not anymore. Ortiz's 22nd of the season.
I mean, no signs of slowing down, and, you know, what's developed so much over the last few years, he uses the whole field for power. He can beat shifts. Just a complete hitter.
Top 4, same score, runners on first and second, 2 outs for Daniel Nava. Hit the foot by Santana, loads the bases. Then Mike Napoli, double to center.
This is a big hit for Napoli. They switch the lineup. They put Nava 4th, Napoli 5th because of his struggles. Huge double for Napoli.
Red Sox take a 6-3 lead. Bottom 6 now. Runners on the corners, no out for Alcides Escobar. That plays Justin Maxwell. Royals cut the deficit to 2. Royals not going away here.
No, and they've been playing very well. Unfortunately for them, Detroit's played much better.
Jake Peavy out of the game, 5 innings, 10 hits, 6 earned runs. Later in the inning, Eric Hosmer, single to left. Royals up 7-6.
And with their pitching staff, you know, we talk about the starters, Santana, Shields, Shen. You know, they do a great job, but their bullpen is great. If they come back, they know they have the arms in the bullpen to keep the leads.
And then Billy Butler here.
For breakfast. Love it. Making eggs grits.
Great hustle, too, huh?
It's over easy.
Royals go on to win it 9-6. Royals have now won 15 of their last 17 games, and the Red Sox have now lost 4 straight games versus the Royals for the first time since 2006. Alex, key moment in the 6th inning.
All right. So you just saw from a few of the highlights going on. Ended the week, first week of August here. In part 1, Poor Alex Rodriguez in New York. Sorry we couldn't get all that. The boxing event that came before sort of skewed the timeline. And then in part 2, some of your favorite teams, perhaps, how they're doing record-wise. That's the whole point I started doing this playlist this year, before the playoffs. So you can see the evolution. In MLB, the Marlins versus the Braves. Tampa Bay versus the Dodgers. Apparently first time they played at Dodger Stadium. First time beating there. Interesting. And Boston versus Kansas City. That's all we had time for. Video highlights courtesy to ESPN and Major League Baseball. All the other original content to the OMSR. This is the talk radio version of the one-man sports rant. I am your host, Will, the alternative ESPN Sports Thrill. Alright, so just a reminder, this is a show. The talk radio version is pretty killer. In other words, it's short and sweet. And you're seeing vestiges of 4.0 in the sense of you get the highlight before, we'll do the talk after. You want to get involved vis-a-vis comments. Be respectful to your fellow tubers and the show. No flip comments. But I've also opened up the ratings as part of the Beta 4.0 coming August 31st. It's only like 2.5 weeks away. Time's flying. Especially when you're having fun covering sports. So we got your college football fix. In the meantime, over on the other playlist, check it out on the channel. Alright, so I think that's it for today. What are the particulars to the game? Well, we did the Alex Rodriguez situation. We got the second half of that, the tail end. He was just in the minors a while back, so obviously the appeal, his appeal worked out for him. And then what was going on, Marlins versus the Braves. Justin Upton, making a name for himself hitting-wise. And then Braves Dodgers, Puig. Around here in LA, there's a lot of celebrity media news coverage, for for a better phrase, as opposed to tabloid. But apparently he's been spending a lot of time partying it up on the boulevard. So maybe that's affected this game. And in Boston, Kansas City, nothing particular player-wise in there, like an error on Victorino, which is unusual. All right, enough said. Thanks for watching. No silly DUIs while you're out there. Later days and more signature plays.
10,000 miles of